republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for joining us this evening on our October 21st, 2024 Village Board Work Session. First item on the agenda is public comment for agenda items only, please. Going once, twice, gone. Okay. Moving on to announcements. I just wanted to report on our water levels. The wells are at 26.6 feet as of this morning. Hello. An update regarding Hurricane Helene. For any of those of you who participated, it went very well. I was over there on Saturday towards the end of the day. They got a tremendous amount of donations. We some photos up on Facebook. And that truck should be taking off Wednesday. Made one more stop, 2 days of donations. And it looks like they may be trying to arrange for another drive in December. The Orange County Shawangunk Trail, SEQA, the State Environmental Quality Review Act. The Orange County has declared themselves as lead agency. This was the former Erie Railroad that will start in Cornwall, work its way through Blooming Grove, the village of Washingtonville, and end up in Chester. The end stop is at the Camp LaGuardia. It's about 10 miles and covers a little bit over 100 acres. Just a quick status report on the comp plan. That committee had stopped meeting back in April in order for the planner to meet with the village board. We've been working diligently and extremely hard on the zoning piece of that. They resumed last Thursday and they will continue meeting once, possibly twice a month now. Most of you know the deadline for the moratorium is December 1st. We did determine we will need the extension. At the next meeting in November, we will set a public hearing date for that extension. They are in 6-month increments. We should not need 6 months. Okay, resolutions. First resolution, 24-0153, to authorize the approval of the cyber insurance renewal policy cost proposal at an amount not to exceed $3,633. I know it's not in there, but that is annual. Motion?
Motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0-1.
Yes.
Second resolution, 24-154.
Excuse me. At the end. Okay. Okay. Just so you know.
To authorize a preventative maintenance program contract with Schindler Elevator Corporation in the amount of $250 per month for the elevator located at Village Hall. This is a preventative maintenance program. They should come in monthly just to keep things running smoothly. Motion? Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0-1. Resolution 24-0155 to authorize Cooper's Custom Fence, Inc. to provide and install fencing for the second half of the pickleball court area located at L. Vernon Allen Park at a price not to exceed $15,000. That cost is coming out of our rec fund. Motion,
Motion.
second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0-1. Resolution 24-0156 to authorize the budget transfers and amendments as necessary to effect necessary transfer of funds and to pay village warrants. Motion,
Motion.
second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0-1. At this time, we will open it up for public comment on non-agenda items.
What about
Pat?
She had a question when you were doing.
Pat Mitchell, 10 York Place. So the cyber liability insurance, what limit do you currently have?
When you say what limit, what do you
Is
mean
it
by
1
that?
million, 2 million, 3 million, 10 million?
Susan, do you, I know it's in here, Pat, and we can get that information for you if I can't give it to you today. And I do remember reading it in there, I just don't remember it off the top of my head. 1 million.
This is $1 million.
$1
$1
million.
million limit for cyber liability with an A-rated plus carrier that's admitted is $513, not 633. You're looking at, they're giving you a high price for that. If you were running a $5 million limit, it would be about $7,500. But the 3833 is a high limit for 1 million. I can show it to you, I have several clients.
For how many employees?
About 35.
I mean, I have the contract here. I'll take your concern and we'll discuss it.
Yeah, just trying to stick in budget.
Sorry?
Just trying to stay in budget, basically, but that's
So are we. Vinnie?
Vinnie, Ryan, just to follow up on that question, did we have this insurance last year? And what was the increase from last year to this year?
We've had this since 2021, I believe.
So how much of an increase comparable to last year to this year? And what was budgeted?
I don't know what it cost last year. I'd have to get back to you on it.
Okay, second question, I know we went over it already, but the elevator maintenance. It's in this building, correct?
Correct.
What's upstairs?
Storage, files,
How much usage does the elevator get?
a lot, every day.
Because New York State requires once a year inspection, so I'm every month, 250 for him to come down and do what?
Well, this is preventative maintenance, so it's to make sure everything's running smoothly. We've had that elevator breakdown several times since we've been in office.
It also, Vinnie, includes things like having the phone in there, for an emergency, that's part of it.
Okay. But 250 a month just to check a phone, you could go up there, hello, dear
It's
God.
a little bit more detailed than that.
I have an elevator in my building, I'm just saying, once a year, New York State requires, that's all they require, 250 every month.
There's a
Just
lot,
for him to come down and see that the elevator's working, it's kind of excessive.
well,
What else does it cover? Is that covering labor when he comes down, if he's got to replace parts?
yeah, when they come down and unless it's outside of things, like last year we needed the packings replaced. That we
covered?
shopped for that.
The sensors, he's covering the sensors, the eyes, the optics.
It covers the resistors, the timers, the fuses, the overload switches, minor contacts, wiring, and then it includes the door operative devices.
Okay.
I mean, I have a whole list of everything that it includes.
All right, next question. Pickleball lights. Do we have a completion date on that?
They're working on it right now, they were waiting for some parts.
Parts, okay?
The pavings should be done the end of this week, and then the fence,
Lines.
We have the attorneys
The fence-
updating, we have the attorneys updating the E-code for parks within the village, because they close at dusk, during the dusk.
Do we have the attorneys updating our E-code?
Yeah, the E-code states fill in the dust, village parks. If we're
You
gonna
know
put lights.
we're revising all of our zip codes right now, and
I
it
know,
will
I
be
know that, but my
updated.
question is
It
that?
will be updated.
Okay, that was my question. We should be, if we're putting lights on, they're gonna be completed, pickleball courts are gonna be completed, maybe we should have that right now, getting it updated, because obviously it takes a while to change the E-code, you know, so we should probably work on that. Putting lights is a new point, we got an E-code that says you can't be there after dusk. I brought that up months ago, when we started discussing the lights.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Yeah, but the village code says, you know, fill in the dust.
Paul?
Hi, Paul Lang, 10 Patriot Lane. I just want to compliment the guy that was driving the sweeper today. Shaved head, male white, I don't know who he was,
Mark,
but he did have good attention to detail. He was doing a really good job with that sweeper, better than some of the other operators that I've seen in the past.
I think
So,
that's Mark.
compliment to them.
Thank you.
26.6 feet on the wells. So we were at 24 feet for a long time. We haven't had any rain, so
Correct.
just we're closing in on that 30 foot. That's when we said we were gonna shut down the water company, right?
Yes.
Okay, and, the last thing I have is, on April 3rd, 2024, the DEC held a public hearing regarding the permit applications by Keen Equities LLC regarding the Clovewood project. Many residents of Washingtonville were involved in the public hearing to voice their concerns about this project and how it would affect our village. The DEC has now determined that the applications have met all of the regulatory criteria necessary for the approval of the permits, while the DEC has only included some self-monitoring by the Clovewood project themselves. I would like to see this village board draft a letter to the DEC Commissioner, Sean Mayer, appealing the DEC's decision to grant these permits to Clovewood. Let the DEC take another look at this project application, probably with eyes from a different DEC region. Along with the public hearing, there were hundreds of written comments submitted that should be considered. Every municipality in our area should be on board with an appeal letter to the DEC because this project affects more than just our village. I'm asking that this board, you, draft a letter that will be approved, read, and sent to the DEC by our next meeting on November 4th, the day before Election Day, quite appropriately. It will be a demonstration of your care and concern of your residents. So I'm asking you to draft that letter so we have it at the next meeting. You can vote on it and send it to them. And you know, it's not just you guys, it should be Blooming Grove, Cornwall, anybody that's around here.
I think everybody was disappointed with that ruling, Paul, everybody.
I know, so we have to, so we shouldn't just sit back and be disappointed. Again, I'm asking you to draft a letter for the next meeting so we can have it, and you can send it to them to, let them look at it again. Appeal it, that's what it goes.
100% right, Paul?
Huh?
I said you're 100% right, but do you think it's really gonna help?
No.
You know what's happening there.
Well, you know, if you keep on saying, if you say you can't, you won't.
Can't hurt.
If you say you can't, you won't. If you say you can, you will. And if every municipality gets on board, Blooming Grove, Washingtonville, Cornwall, everybody around us, Monroe, if they all get,
Guy out of Monroe.
Woodbury, everybody gets on board. Yeah, there's strength in numbers. And you guys can start it off.
Thank you. Any other comments?
I have one more, I'm sorry.
Vinnie?
Name, 925 Court. Did we hire any more part-time building inspectors?
We do not.
And the status on the current?
It's in progress.
What kind of progress would we make, sir?
I can't provide any more of an update than that right
When it
now.
was done?
What's that?
When it was done?
It's almost done, but I can't provide any more of an update right now.
No resolution?
I cannot provide any more of an update right now.
He said it was almost done.
Mhm.
I figured it was a resolution of almost done.
Any other comments? No? Do we need a,
I I don't need an executive session for anything.
Nothing for personnel?
Hmm.
No?
No.
Okay.
Oh, one more, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Just so we had a clean
Yes,
bill.
yes.
Then we have 25 court.
Come on, it's not 7:30 yet.
Can we discuss the protocol that you stated online about the water
I
delivery
was
to
waiting
third
for
party?
that.
I'm sorry, I had a brain fart.
You forgot
You're
about
slipping there, buddy.
How about it?
Can we talk about that?
We can talk about it.
Well, so you came up after the last meeting, you obviously had an executive
Indeed, we
session.
listened, we heard what you said. We took it seriously. We implemented a protocol. It is in place and it has been operating that way.
All right, could
So-
you just state that protocol,
So
exactly
the
what it is?
protocol is now, when a water hauling company comes in to retrieve water, they are now required to take a photo in real time as they are there, text it to our water sewer department, fill, then take another photo of the meter after the fill. Text that to the same person in the water department. And they still keeping the pen paper log as well. And we thought that was a pretty good protocol.
Done. They also can't draw before 7 AM weekdays.
Okay. There
What about
are new
weekends?
locks.
What about
on.
weekends?
Justin, our guy, was over there on Friday, so, walking people through it as they came in, as they were filling,
What about
showing them
weekends?
the
Can
new
they fill on
locks,
weekends?
what needs to be done.
Can they fill on weekends?
As of now, I believe they can.
So with no village employees down, as long as they take a picture?
That's why this protocol is in place, that if nobody is there,
It's still a
That is
liability issue. What happens if he trips and falls on our property? Who's covering that?
well, those are,
Or he runs over the hydrant with backing up a truck, or whatever he does, Anything, liability wise, nobody's there. And if he says he didn't do it, who's gonna pay for it?
We'll know
We-
very
we will have-
shortly, because
we will have cameras there, remember?
Was
So
that-
the cameras are going in as well,
Right, but they're not there now, that's the thing.
and they will be soon.
Who's the water and sewer department?
When you say who,
Who do they text the pictures to?
the person's name, Chris, do I give the name?
Is it secret?
No, I just,
Well, if we wanna foil that information, are we
Yeah, you
going
can
to
foil.
H2O, or are we going to you guys?
It's
It's
foilable.
H2O Innovations is the company that runs our water and sewer department.
Is that who gets the photos?
Pardon?
Is that who
That's
gets
who
the
we
photos?
use.
the employee that works, yes.
I hope there's some checks.
There is
and
this one specific person who
All
gets
right.
those,
Regardless, I just hope there's checks and balances between the photo and the log. Is our protocol, who's inspecting the log to the photo?
he is,
Okay,
yes, and I had the conversation with him this morning, and he said it's running very smoothly. Everything's been checking out as it should be.
David Dunn, One Lincoln Drive, Worcester. How much water are they taking?
Spindler,
How much water are they taking out?
we have different hauling companies, I can't answer how much water is being taken each
This
time.
village runs into a problem every summer with no water.
Well, we do sell water that we need, so once it gets to a certain level, we stop selling it.
The mayor did mention at the last meeting, up to 1 million gallons a month.
And he also said he will be giving an update in the November meeting regarding this.
Because you're only on the one aqua filter, so you run out of water, you run out of water.
I don't know this guy, and I like him already.
He's our
Thanks for
buddy.
coming today.
Pat,
Pat Mitchell, 10 York Place. So the name of this water company is H&O Innovations? And do we have a contract on them?
yes, we do.
Do we have the exclusion on part 2, the contractual, deleting the exclusion that's in there now with the contractors, all vendors and contractors? Because if you don't have the exclusion deleted, the action over exclusion, we have strict liability for whoever falls there or slips and has an accident. I need to know if we have not a contractual situation, but Action Over has to be excluded.
Are you talking about the employees from H2O and liability when
Yeah,
they're
but there's
on
a contract, if someone sues, everyone's gonna be hit with the, strict liability.
I
If
mean,
somebody
I don't
wanders
know
in
if I
there.
need to add.
Pat,
Susan's
can you email
liaison
me
and-
that question so I can research it for you?
Yeah, I can, send you all the forms and everything.
I just want, if you email,
I
I
have a lot
can,
of contacts.
We know you're the
that take care of
insurance
it.
gal.
Yeah, I'll send everything to you because you'd be shocked.
okay, all right, because this way I can check
It's
into
a
the
new law.
contract.
It's a new law for construction, and it's absolute liability. All the claims, you have somebody in a building and they have no idea, they're a tenant absent, someone slips and falls, a vendor falls down the chimney, everybody will get sued, everyone shares in liability here. That's why you have to do their insurance checking, that's important.
I don't have a problem doing it, you know the words better, that's your
Right, yeah.
professional,
I
not
will,
mine.
I will send it to you,
Thanks, Pat.
you're welcome.
Got one more.
Vinnie?
Do we have an update on the, police department contract?
Still in negotiations right now.
It's been a while now. What-
It has been a while.
Yeah. There was a lot to go through. It's been going on for a long time. It's in the lawyer's hands right now, so they're fighting the battle, maybe 2 or 3 more items that are left on it.
Could you tell us what items were
Can't talk about
disagreements
the
on?
contract yet, not until it's signed. But we're close.
Any other comments? No? Okay, with that, a motion to adjourn.
Motion, second.
Motion adjourned. Thanks, everyone. Meeting adjourned.